Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Gala games whose current price stands at the $0.02627 mark, and here on TradingView the market is up by 1.51%. and in this video I want to give you the short-term and the long-term scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Elliot structures and the Fibonacci's. And allow me to kickstart the video by giving you a brief of what has been happening here on the daily chart. So Gala games, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice impulsive movement taking us to an all-time high at around the $0.84 mark, in a movement that I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count one to the upper side. And after seeing the all-time high, we had been seeing no prices in this massive ABC corrective structure, which has now taken us back to around the $0.023 mark, in a movement that I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 2. And after seeing the low for this higher Elliot wave count 2, whatever we expect next is a bounce to the upper side in the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3 before we see a wave 4, and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5 to the upper side. And getting a little bit into the details of the formation of this Elliot wave structure and giving you a measure from the all-time high to the low that we made down here, there are chances that we might have seen the bear market low, because you can see Gala games from the all-time high is down more than 94%, and that means there are chances that we might have seen the bear market low and also the low for this higher Elliot wave count 2. And having that in mind, there are chances that very soon we might see that reversal to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3 to the upper side, and that would play out in the next bull market, and giving you a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3 using the trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave down there, to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $1.36 mark, and that is the minimum that I would expect Gala games to do in the next bull market. So that is my long-term scenario that I'm expecting to play out here on the Gala games chart. And jumping to the 1 hour chart for further analysis and also give you the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out. Here on the 1 hour chart, you can see after making our low at around the $0.023 mark, we have been seeing a bit of a bounce to the upper side in a movement that initially had been obeying the Elliot wave structures, and I had this as the first wave to the upper side. Then this corrective structure over here was my wave 2. Then this bounce to the upper side was what I was terming as a wave 3. Then I expected a bit of a retracement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 4 before we continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5 to complete a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upper side. But that movement to the upper side got invalidated in this Elliot wave structure when our wave 4 over here retraced into the high of that first wave. And having done so, I had to remove this Elliot wave structure from my charts and view this movement to the upper side as something else. And the only way to view it as is just an ABC corrective structure, having this as the wave A. Then this is my wave B. Then I'm expecting another bounce to the upper side in the formation of that wave C, and that movement to the upper side in the formation of this wave C is giving me a bit of a short-term bullish movement here on the Gala games chart, and sketching out a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave C using a trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the wave A to the high of that wave A, then dragging the fibs to the low of the wave B. That gives me a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of this wave C at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.031 mark, and that means there are chances that Gala games might get back above the $0.03 mark very soon in the formation of this wave C. And for us to have a confirmation that we're in the formation of that wave C, we need to manage to break above the wave A high, and that is at around the $0.0278 mark. So once we manage to break above the wave 1 high, maybe even see a retest, then there are chances that we might fully maximize the fib level 1.618 in the formation of that wave C, and then from there we can start sketching out a 5 wave structure maybe to the lower side. And that means there are still chances that Gala games might have not made its low, and we need to have that in mind and also be prepared for such a scenario here on the Gala games chart. Also taking a look at the indicators here on the 1 hour chart. Here on the 1 hour chart, we are trading at around the 60 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support any movements to the upper side before we get into the overbought region. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we have printed a bullish cross, and that would mean higher prices are coming our way. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.